Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you how I've taken a small space, relatively small space, and turned it into my home workout area so that if you have a small space available to you in your home and you'd like to set it up as a workout area, you can find some inspiration from this video hopefully. So normally when I see people's home gyms, it's usually like a garage or really like a space that's fully dedicated to like their home gym, whereas this one, it's just like a workout room. So it is one of our bedrooms, and basically what I just did is I converted it into like 10% an office space, and then I would say 90% of the rest of the space is to work out. It's like my workout room. However, because I do work from here and it is like my office, I still wanted it to feel nice. I didn't want to feel like I was walking into a gym, because I also want to be in the mindset of like, okay, it's like a nice place where I get to work and spend 8 hours of my day here. So for that reason, I had to get like creative in terms of storage and like where to put everything in the way that it looks, so that it was, I don't know if like aesthetically pleasing is the right term, but I just wanted it to feel more homey and not literally like just a gym. So one of the first things that I did was get this storage shelf, and the reason why I love this so much is because it really just like hides a lot of things in these bins. So it's just a great way for you to keep some equipment without it being like visible, so that not everybody can see like right away, or like you can't see right away that it's like a gym. So this middle bin hides a lot of the equipment, and like obviously small equipment because it fits here, but it still hides a lot so that you're not always seeing everything, and it just looks a little more aesthetically pleasing, for lack of a better term. Basically everything that I have in here is like the smaller equipment, you know, like booty bands or my Bala ankle weights. Also have my Tone It Up slide and sculpt disc. So I mean, like I said, it's like pretty small equipment that you can just really store in here, but it just reduces like, you know, the clutter and all that stuff, and it just keeps it all in one place. I have like a bunch of bands here. So these are actually the Tone It Up hip bands. So these are fabric. They're better if you're using it like on your thighs and everything. I actually really like these, but I frequently use the regular booty bands like these ones. These are also Tone It Up, and I think that I got these at Target actually. They're just these ones. I literally have like a ton of booty bands because you can never have enough booty bands. I also like to store my sweat towels in here so that I have like enough to just like easily grab whenever I'm working out. And then, you know, just like anything else that I want to put in here, I'm able to store. I got this shelf at Target, and I actually did do a home workout room update video, and so like I'll link that in the description in case you want to like watch that, where we got everything. But basically that's just like what I love, is that I'm able to like hide everything in these bins so that I can keep some extra storage, and it's not like all out in the open and like a mess. And then I'm able to like decorate this pretty so that, especially when I'm like on Zoom calls and everything, my computer, like the camera faces this way, so then you don't see like any sort of mess or anything like that. Like it looks just like a nice clean space. The bottom of the shelf, it does have more of the traditional exercise equipment, but I try to like make it as just pretty as possible so that it still looks very much like presentable. You're not walking in here. Like I said, what I wanted to do with this room was that like if you're walking in here, it's not like immediately you're like, okay, this is clearly a workout room, and like I don't feel like it's a nice space at all, because it is an extra room. So like if we ever have multiple guests, I also want them to be able to like sleep here, and I don't want them to feel like they're just like at a gym. So I want to make sure that it still has some sort of like homey aspect to it, and that's why I wanted to like make it feel still a little bit like pretty. So I have some dumbbells here, and then I have like my bar ball, which this thing is an absolute must if you do bar. I've got my kettlebell here, my foam roller because it's very important to recover as well, and then my 10-pound Bala power ring. So the Bala power ring, if you haven't seen it, it's literally like a circle, and it's weighted, obviously it's 10 pounds, and it's just like a great substitute for a lot of things that the kettlebell can do. But because it is fully round, like the weight is evenly distributed, which is unlike the kettlebell, which obviously most of the weight is here. And then on this last shelf, I have a Tone It Up squat band, and then I have the Tone It Up toning ropes. I like to keep it in the package just because it still stays like a little bit more of a clean look rather than just like throwing things out there. But if anything, I could just like store it in any of these bins as well, so that it's like a little bit more clean. But because I had the space, I just figured I would put them right there. So in my opinion, you can't have a workout room without a yoga mat, because, well, you need it so that you can do any sort of like ab exercise and like yoga, anything like that. So I like to keep it in this basket because it makes it look all pretty and organized, and I have all my different yoga mats here so that it's just like all in one place. And like I said, it still looks good. There's a variety of baskets. I think I found this one in Home Goods, but like Target has a bunch of baskets. So anywhere where you can just like keep things in one spot, I think is like much better. They also have like these like hanging yoga mat like holders, I guess, and you can just like hang it on the wall and then just like put the yoga mat in there, which I think is also like a great way to save some space. I'm super grateful that this space was big enough where we could fit a Peloton, because I really wanted to have a Peloton for the longest time, and I wanted to be able to add that like cardio equipment. So I'm really lucky that we were able to fit the Peloton bike And I also have my bar. So this one is a booty kicker, and I actually have a discount for it, so I'll make sure to leave a link to that in the description in case you'd like to buy this. But this is awesome for my bar workouts, and one cool thing about this one is that it does have like a little space to store some dumbbells. So if you don't have any other space to put it, this is a great way for you to just like have your bar and then also store your dumbbells there as well. And another great thing about it is it doesn't take up too much space. Like some bars can be pretty big. This one I feel like it's not as wide, so it doesn't take up too much space, and it's also very lightweight, so I can just like very easily move this, which is what I do when I'm working out, is I literally just like lift it and then I just put it wherever I need it. But I did want to note that it does have like wheels, so if you just want to like wheel it over somewhere, you can most definitely do that. Okay, like I said, I did get very lucky that I was able to fit these in here, so I was able to like arrange the space so that I had enough room to put my bar and to put my Peloton. But if you don't have room for any of this, that's totally fine. There's a couple options. One, if you do like bar like I do, you can always mount a bar to the wall and you can have it just like the studios do. And while I absolutely love my Peloton and I'm so grateful I have it, I feel like if you want to get cardio, done, you can always just go out for a run, a walk, whatever it may be. It's a really nice addition, but I wouldn't say it's like an absolute must if you want to have a home gym. Like you can get away without having a Peloton. But if you're able to fit it in and you can afford it, I highly, highly recommend the Peloton. Anyway, these are my tips on how to turn a small space into your home gym. Like I said, if you're able to find like a storage shelf or something where you can just like double it up as decor and also be able to like store everything in there, I think that is an absolute must. And any other places where you can just like combine everything, like a basket for the yoga mats or even a basket for like any other equipment, like I think that the more that you can condense everything into one spot, the better it is. Anyway, I'll leave a link in the description to my fitness apps review so that you can see all the fitness apps that I love to work out at home, my Peloton review, as well as my before and after of this room where I show you where we got everything, including like my desk and everything else. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.